Most Feared Part 3 is here, and I'm here to do this 78 plus. Now, if you've been in my Twitch stream, you know my disdain for these packs. They've not been good for me. The only time I've ever pulled 92s is when the LTD is not in packs. But today, we're going to try LTD Tyrann Matthew. You got Kyle Pitts, you got Jalen Ramsey, Myles Garrett, Devontae Adams. What do you think about drop 3? You let me know down below. But what we're going to get in today, like I said, it's in the 78 plus. Hit the like button, drop a sub. Again, I don't know how this increased, but 88% of you guys now are not sub. It's literally free. It costs you nothing. Nothing comes out of your pocket except you don't have to search me every time. We greatly appreciate it. The ride's been crazy. I have not forgot the giveaway from Hidden YouTube Partner. We're going to get that done too, but without further ado, let's see if we can finally conquer these 78 plus re-rolls on the day that the LTD is in packs. Let's get it.
Hey, ain't we been through it all? Then we sleep on them floors. Everybody we thought we needed, we don't need them no more. Run it up, don't check the score. No, I'm balling.
Okay, here we go. Now, we got this Most Feared pack, right? Now, for me, most of my training, I got around 8 per. So this Most Feared training pack is like 15, 16,000. So let's see if we can get 15 to 16,000 value out of this. Now, obviously, me being on the other side of the world, I actually missed the Jets a la Vera Tucker glitch today where he was quick selling for 10,000 training. I was fast asleep, bro. So I didn't get to take advantage of that. If you did get to take advantage of that, props to you. Hopefully you made a bunch of training. We get a 90 Jair Alexander. Maybe today is going to be a changing of the guard. Maybe today's going to be a changing of the guard. 90 Jair Alexander. That's a way to start, right? What a way to start. Oh, let's see if we can finish. Because they say it's not always how you start, it's how you finish. Now, when opening these, expect 78 century. I tell you guys all the time. Roughly, I got about 50 pulls. So we're going to try to get something within this 50 pulls. Obviously, we got a 90 Jair, so that is a huge start. An absolute tremendous start from 1900 training to get a 90 overall. I was talking so much, I didn't even expect it, but we'll definitely take Jair without a doubt. Now, obviously, there's a plethora of things you can do with these, with, you know, team dimes and exchange up. I show you guys some exchange sets that you can do. That's what I plan on doing. Now, obviously, we will be live tomorrow, twitch.tv/therealdatruthyadig. Probably be doing this again because I always try it out. 84 Derek Stingley. So, thank you guys so much for the love and support you guys have been showing on the tubes and YouTube partner. It's been absolutely crazy. I've been trying to get as many videos as I can for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the double upload yesterday. I promised you guys I would do a double upload because it was kind of lack on the Broncos theme team. We may have an update to one of the other theme teams, either Eagles or Packers we have going on. And then we're going to have a No Money Spent update and a gameplay coming soon too, because I have another 84. I have made some big time upgrades, and we finally got somewhere that I said, you know, I was going to be patient on, but we ended up getting there, taking advantage a little bit of the crash last Saturday and this past Monday with Legend and AKA. So 284s through about 4K training, not too bad. Look, I can't really complain about anything because we already got that 90 Jair. That's a guarantee, what, 140, 130K. I haven't really looked at the market. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning here, Australia time. Wish it was a little bit earlier so I could have, you know, taken advantage of that Vera Tucker. That would have been absolutely crazy. I don't know if it is still Bobby O'Cree. I messed that name up, absolutely. But 87 Bobby. Okay, we got an 84, 284s and an 87. Is there anyone you're picking up? Let me know. I know a lot of people. Kyle Pitts is that guy. I don't disagree with you. For me, though, on my offense, I don't know if I'm going to pick him up because I need my tight ends to have tight end apprentice, specifically maybe with 1 AP. So I'm thinking about picking up Jimmy Giles because he's finally like at 250K. Another 84. Okay. I'm thinking about picking up Jimmy Giles because he's about 250K. The team diamond, I believe, for the Bucks. I would like Greg Olsen, but he's a little bit overpriced right now, about 330. If he comes down under the 300 mark, I'll definitely scoop him. Then obviously have Kyle Pitts. Now, another thing I'm thinking about doing, I'm thinking about, if you watched me play last year on Madden 22, I stream all throughout the summer, so hopefully you did. When we got that Gronk LTD, and then when we had Vernon Davis, I ran 2 tight end sets out of Deuce Close. I may bring that back. Because I can have Kyle Pitts, I can have the Jimmy Giles, I can have Dave Casper, and I can have one more tight end, maybe Greg Olsen. Maybe that's something I do. That was extremely fun, and it was extremely what's the word to say? It was extremely I relish the opportunity to annoy my opponent with 4 tight ends on the field, especially if I get like Kyle Pitts, who will have 91 speed, and then one of my other tight ends will have 90. So there'll basically be a bunch of I want to say Ed Too Tall, but it's not Ed Too Tall. What's the guy's name? Harold Carmichael. Bunch of Harold Carmichaels out there, and I can be diverse. Obviously, I can have my receivers, or I can have my 4 tight ends, or I'll probably do 3 tight ends and maybe a fullback or something like that. But then again, my 2 tight ends would have to have like what's that called? Tight end apprentice, and then my other ones would have to have slot apprentice, or even if they can get wide receiver or outside apprentice would be dope. So these packs have been okay. We've gotten 187, 384s, and obviously, like I said, the 90 Jair is an excellent way to start off a pack opening. Like, I mean, if it would have been like a 92 TYRANN, that's the only thing that could have been better, or a Master. Now, if I pull a 92 in this pack opening, we may keep them. Like, especially if it's like Kyle Pitts. Jalen Ramsey, too, is another 92 that I think could potentially make the team with the 92 speed. His agility does worry me, which is always the problem with Jalen Ramsey cards, but that never seems to affect his on-the-field play in terms of Madden. But you got to notice sometimes in real life, he doesn't have those smoothest of hips to get out of breaks, and that's why sometimes he gets burned if he's unable to get his hands on you. But nevertheless, what are you guys doing with this Mosphere? Are you rolling? Obviously, after Mosphere, we'll have Thanksgiving promo. I would say maybe not next week, but the week after. Because usually Thanksgiving is a part 2 or 3 promo, depending on what they do this year. Then obviously the big spender promo, it's the Blitz promo. Now, a lot of no money spin players don't like it, but I do love the Blitz because that makes the market significantly cheaper. Usually, this year, obviously, I've gotten coins a little bit sooner. I would have a basically all in-cat team until Blitz, and then prices drop, and then we really upgrade, right? But as you can see, we're a 90 overall, closer to a 91 than a 90. Obviously, look, in my mind, when you're being no money spin, you always got to have a threshold or a coin count that you cannot go under, right? My coin count is 2 million coins. You will rarely see me below 2 million coins unless it's for an investment. Unless it's for an investment, because I know I will make that coins back. But in terms of spending money on my team, I always want to have at least 2 million coins sitting there in the bank. Now, look, obviously, I could have more, right? But there's a lot of packs I open and stuff I do like that off stream that people don't see. You know, I'm not gonna say I'm my boy Joe or anything where I'm at 13 million, but I could easily have 6, 7, 8 million, and things like that. So, but I'm happy with 2 million. It makes the game more realistic for a no money spin player because I can easily have 13 something million. And CC says this all the time: have the best team, and that's not really the point of no money spin, right? You know, don't knock anyone who does that because Joe likes the game in terms of the market. I do enjoy the market, but not nearly as much as he does, right? And that's okay. Everyone has their vice when it comes to this game. For me, my vice is opening up packs. So what do? I know how to make coins enough where I can still open up packs, have a good team, but still enjoy playing the game. And officially, we've hit 78 Central. I don't know how many 78s that is in a row. But man, hopefully we can break that streak. But like I said, I'm pretty chilling. A 90 out of this. Ideally, we'll see at the end of this if we made our training back. We had, about 36,000 training. We will definitely see if we made our 36,000 training back. You know, who knows if that's going to happen. Only time will tell. We'll know in 21K training if we made our training back. And then, like I said, from that standpoint, I don't know. We may hold and just wait for tomorrow to re-roll again. Because like I said, I'm doing this right before I start work. So I'll do this, chop it up, get it out to you guys, and then obviously I head out for my day. It is Friday the 28th of October here, and I'm doing something special with my kids. So I don't specifically know about if I will do anything in terms of video tonight for you guys to see, which you will see on Friday. It's crazy that I record stuff on Friday and you see it on Friday, a different Friday though. I know it's weird, right? Another 84 Keon Green. So we've hit 4 or 5 84s, only 187, and then obviously we got the big 90, Jair Alexander, which was absolutely fantastic to get that 90 out of that pack, because I've opened that pack every time, and I don't think I've gotten an elite. So to get a 90 is a big deal, an absolute big deal. So let's keep it going. Let's see what we can do. See, another 84, Connor McGovern. Now, I always want that to be the other Connor McGovern that played for the Broncos, because then he would get Broncos Kim. I could throw him on the team. You know, because right now on the Pure Thing team, we got a 77 starting as a offensive lineman, Dalton Reiser, which we could trade him in real life. So, Broncos are in London this week. Versus the Jags. Reports are, if we don't come out and show out, we are going to blow it up. I don't think we should do that, man. It's 7 games into the Russell Wilson tenure with the team. So it's a difficult situation, man, because obviously I want us to be great, right? I absolutely want us to be great. But at the same time, I understand sometimes it takes a team a little bit to jail. And giving 6 games is not enough. But obviously I know it's what have you done for me lately, and it's about producing on the field. And at this point in time, the Broncos are not producing poop on the field. We are producing absolutely dog, So I get it. It's a tough situation to have, but at the end of the day, I'm going to root for my team no matter what, no matter if we suck or whatnot. So hopefully you guys, when you're doing this pack, you go crazy. A lot of people have been telling me, and showing me they've been going crazy in these packs. But like I said, for me, they just have not been the move outside of the day. Like I usually roll them on a Legend Saturday, and I pull my 392s on a Legend Saturday. Not when they had, LTDs and packs. So, but like I said, the beauty about these rolls and why I do kind of like these rolls is because you can use them to exchange to core elites, which core elites can go into team builders, and 84s can go into 87 ultimate kickoff players, which some are still expensive. So that's the reason why I think this roll is viable, because it gives you that option to exchange up. You don't just get the contents of this pack and then, forget about it and, have to sell it and scrape the barrel. You can actually do stuff to kind of help you out and make your coins back, which I always advise you to do. If you're going to do this, exchange up, get your coins back, and then buy your training back, because you can easily buy the training back for less than what you would quick sell out of this. We got about 14K left, which is roughly about 30 packs. So we're motoring through. We're absolutely motoring through and trying to get a W. Like I said, we got a W before these 78 pluses. We haven't necessarily got a huge W out of this. Like I said, our highest pool is an 87. We'd love to see another 90, 92, maybe an LTD Honey Badger. Yeah, no. DeMarcus Walker, Bronco legend. But yeah, man, hopefully you guys are having a great day. I am going to have a great day. Because by the time this is, chopped up, edited out to you guys, I will be in the smack dab middle of my day, and you guys will be winding down your day. It's crazy how being on the other side of the world works, right? But also what you can do with some of these, obviously you can build, some champions, exchange up and do that stuff. Like I said, I'm going to take my coins and run, because the 90s, outside of Andrew Thomas in the third and final release, to me are very meh. And I talked about this on Twitter. Obviously, Joe, I referenced him a lot. He talked about most feared and what would you give it. And I just don't like the lack of diversity in terms of cards. Popular Stranger, which you guys probably know him, he put out a tweet about how many middle linebackers there were and no outside linebackers. How there were 2 left tackles but no right tackles. There's not a right guard in the promo, which we all know that position. The right side of the line, for some reason, EA neglects every year. Whether it's right guard or right tackle, they just don't care in references. The second best right tackle are one's a limited, which is Forrest Gregg, and the other one's Willie Anderson, and the third one is Tom Compton, who you get from the Comp Pass a couple times ago, right? And then you talk about 4 corners and no safeties. Now, obviously, safeties in terms of legends come. We got Ed Reed, we got Rod Woods and stuff like that, but there's a lot of players that outside of Derwin James, and obviously he's not a 90, right? Outside of Rod Woodson, Malik Hooker, you don't have those guys. You have a big hole at free safety, because EA just haven't given us enough options in terms of free safeties outside of Malik Hooker, right? So that's for me the biggest thing. Obviously, look, the roles are. I never determine how good a promo is based off the roles, because you can't, right? Because these are supposed to be hit or miss. Another 87 Bud Dupree, that's a W. If you expect to go into roles and say I'm going to make profit, you're setting yourself up for failure. That's not what these are. These are basically for us pack addicts to scratch it, and I'm okay with that. I can admit it. The thing is, I'm not a pack addict where it's going to make me go broke. I'm a sensible one. I enjoy opening up packs. I enjoy this sensation, but at the same time, I'm smart enough to know I need to stay at my 2 million coins, because I do still want to play the game. Because you can play, there's different ways people can play the game, right? Obviously, I play it where I actually do play it, which we're close to that safety for the Raiders too, by the way. But also, I play it to open up packs, because I enjoy opening up packs. It's fun to me. That's why I enjoy rerolls. That's why every weekend you see me opening up strategy cards, doing these rerolls, doing challenges for packs, because I thoroughly enjoy it. And another reason I enjoy it, because I do it as a no money spend player. I think that's what a lot of people miss with me with pack opening. I spend no money on this account, and I'm still able to open up as many packs as I want. But at the same time, when I open up those packs, I can still get my coins back. Or if I get a pit pull, I celebrate it and stuff like that. That's my aim. So I'm still a no money spent player, but obviously a lot of people out there are no money spent and like to open up packs and they can't. I try to show people it's possible that you can be a no money spent player and open up packs, you know, to the level of some of these money spenders. Obviously, you're not going to spend money on your no money spent account, right? That's not what we're here for. But you still can if you are a packed addict, which I don't necessarily think is a bad thing. It's obviously gambling, basically legalized gambling in my opinion, if you're not using your own currency in real life in terms of monetary, right? Speaking of monetary, Trey Lloyd Kuchenberger for a potato. I don't even care. He needs to get off of the Broncos offensive line. Man, when your center's bad, obviously I know they say tackles are important, but when your center's bad and your quarterback can't step up and you don't have, you know, that room and they're constantly getting bullied, man, it's tough. It's tough. And it happened. And you've seen last week with Brett Ripien. I always mess up his last name. Get destroyed every time. He was getting Quentin Williams, shout out to him, Roll Top, was absolutely destroying Lloyd. Like just manhandling him. 87 mark. So that's what, 387s? 387s, a 90. So what we're going to do, we're going to count the 90 and factor that in first. And obviously I think we're going to make close to our 36,000 training back with that, right? And then we're going to take out the 90 and see how much training we make back. Because without the 90, we still should make about, what, 34,000 back? Ideally, obviously, look, you guys know my motto. 84, 70%, 70 to 75%. If I can make that back, that's a W to me. Because that's not the house winning, that's me winning. Because I'm risking doing these rolls, and I take the risk before I go in and know back-to-back 84s, okay. You know what we're doing with those. We're exchanging those up, and hopefully we get some 87s, and we're going to sell those, and then we'll buy back at a later date. That's what we'll end up doing, as always, and 78. So we got, what, about 9 more? 9 more, roughly. Can we clutch it out in 9 rolls? That is the question for you guys. Can we do it? This is obviously going to be a longer video, but that's okay. You guys have actually really been enjoying my longer pack opening videos, and I enjoy doing them because I don't enjoy doing a 10 pack because that doesn't give you the real value of these packs. Obviously, 36,000 is not the biggest sample size, right? But 50 rolls is, to me, is a big enough to sample size to say, okay, are these boo-boo? Are they okay? Do, you know, they have some validity to them, right? It's not 10. It's not 15. It's actually 50. It's quite a lot. Like I said, this recording is probably going to take about 20 minutes to do. You guys are probably only seeing about 15 to 17, but nevertheless, it shows you exactly what these rolls are about, right? And my rolls have been about 78. My rolls have definitely been about 78. So obviously, we've had great luck with the 84s. We pulled way more 84s than normal. A couple, 3 87s, and obviously, like I said, the Jair to reference that. So, look, like I said, it's not how you start, how you finish. We started with a 90. Can we end with a 90? How crazy would that be if we can end with a 90? I think we got 4 more. 4 more here. Maybe not even 4 more. Maybe 3. I think maybe 3. Yeah, what I'll do is if we get a 78, I'll quick sell it. Just so that way we can get 1 more. So we can get 1 more in the opening. Is this a 78? Yeah. Will Harris, you got to go. EA. Why? Okay, we're back here with our final 2 rows after EA said, nah, that's enough. So maybe, you know, the reset is going to give us the glitchies. Now, last one here, walk off. Like I said, we started with a 90. Can we end with a 90? I'm going to do what I always do. Let's look at the team, Kim. Texans. 84 Kenyon Green. We'll take it. Okay, here we go. Let's look and see how we did. Like I said, I think we did okay. Like I said, I think the Jair is really going to skew the rows per se, but I'm going to count that 1900 training in factoring because obviously it was here. Let's see here. I think we went here. So even with Jair, we made training back right away, right? But if we take Jair out, so without Jair, we lost about 9K training. I thought we did okay. 387s, a plethora of 84s. That just shows you how bad these rolls can actually be. That's essentially what it shows you, is how bad these rolls actually can be. But nevertheless, we came out back even, so I'm not going to complain. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Good luck with your rolls. Tweet me, you know, tag me in TikTok if you pull the LTD We'll be back tomorrow. Twitch.tv/therealdatruthyadig. It's always down below. Maha salute as always, my gentlemen. Deuces.